Welcome to Forts, Farts, and Facts. We're going to take you on a little tour of our cabin. It started about 3 or 4 years ago. That's my brother-in-law helping me with logs, my son, my dog. We started off thinking that we were going to build a full-blown cabin. It did not happen. We were going to do a straight-up log cabin from the ground up, but after moving enough logs to do floor joists, basically, we were not about that noise. It was way more work than we thought it was going to be. I mean, maybe one day I will, but not without machinery. So that was just a little interior beginning. This is the path down to the cabin, which looks absolutely magical in the winter. So I did all the electrical myself. It's very basic, but we had a lot of fun building it. It's still not 100% complete. I still want to put some tin roof on it. And I have like a side and a half to finish siding on the outside. A lot of things have changed. I moved some stuff around. I was going to go with a bigger wood stove at one point. And I ended up finding a little potbelly stove online that was pretty cheap, and I couldn't pass it up. It's a little fickle, but my sons are usually out here with me, just kind of playing with fire and shooting BB guns and slingshots and stuff. I mean, better way for a kid to grow up. That whole side right there, I actually dug out by hand because I'm an idiot, but I am no stranger to physical labor. And apparently I like to beat up my body. I was bored, I had nothing else better to do, so I just started digging. I had a pickaxe and a shovel. It was a really good stress reliever, to be completely honest. It was just kind of put your head down and just pick and dig. But as you can see, it's moved mattresses around, and for the most part, the main part of it stayed the same. But it's just kind of figuring everything out. I do a walkthrough at the end of this that really shows basically the completedness of it. But there's the old wood stove that I was going to go with originally, but it was just too bulky. I didn't like the look of it. So anyway, here's the walkthrough of it now. This is my cabin. Safe to say, it's pretty much done. My wonderful wife upholstered these seats for me to put on these old chairs. It's a beautiful table. It's from my neighbor across the street. She does barn sales and stuff like that of old things. I got this thing at a tag sale, which is pretty nifty. It actually extends and retracts, so you can adjust it for height. Got some reading material here. Some more reading material. Butts. Need more butts. But got this little guy at a like a thrift store, $10. It was missing the lamp part, so I turned it back into a lamp. Medicine cabinet, toothbrushes and stuff. And this I found on Marketplace. It's an old potbelly coal wood stove. Love this thing. Gets a little too hot up in here for my son to sleep. We just slept out in this for the first time last weekend. We had an absolute blast. Played some Monopoly, but 90% of this stuff in here was free, with the exception of just like random little stuff. But it's completely off grid. So I have this EcoFlow power bank. Just turn this on. It's all wired right to this plug. The lights just turned on. We've got an old lamp up here that I found at a restore, like one of the Habitats for Humanity. That light. That one's not on right now, but it's a little propane stove. which cooks phenomenally, nice and compact. Got all of our dishware and food storage in here, a bunch of junk food for me and my sons. All that's just like put hot water in and cook it that way. Nice oak countertop, live edge. I still have to stain it, but the water system for this sink is actually this jug, which I got to get a different jug, but this was just kind of a test run. But so you pump up this bike pump, it goes up into the top there, runs through this line up to the cold water up top. I'm eventually going to use that for hot water to go around the stove pipe there so that we can get hot water too. But I just filled this up with like super hot water before we came out, and it was enough to like enough to wash dishes and stuff for the night, wash our hands and brush our teeths, and spices and simple things. I gotta get new ones of these because they're too tall to fit in there. But this is my mug, and I just found this at another thrift store for like $4, which is gonna be one of my son's mugs. So I just gotta find another one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This first aid kit I thought was really sweet. Oops. Old war first aid kit from Army or something like that, who knows. But it still has mostly everything in it. Ammonia, inhalants, tourniquets, splints. These are still in there, which is freaky. Yeah, I found this in a rummage sale. Don't know if I ever actually found a date or anything like that on it, of when exactly it's from, but I like it. It's fun. Knives and stuff like that right there. Saw blade shelves. Just a lot of fun. You know. This little anvil right here is for dispersing some heat. Yeah. Saw rough cut lumber from my father-in-law. He runs a sawmill, so I lucked out with that. Found this door at a place in Brooklyn, Connecticut. It's I can't remember the name of the place, but it's just an old guy that's been selling doors and windows and all kinds of fun stuff for years. I got that window from there too, and that window. Got some old cans, got flour, rice, sugar, oil, some hand soap. You know, let me know what you think. It's about 99% finished. I'm pretty happy with it. So that was the walkthrough, and here's just a couple pictures of us eating dinner, some steak and potatoes, because we're men, and canned peas, because I figured we at least needed a vegetable. But yeah, we played some Monopoly, laughed our butts off, farted a lot, because we're boys, you know. But I ended up having to have my youngest son sleep on the floor in between me and my oldest, because it was a little too hot up top. I got to think of a way to just kind of regulate the air temperature in there. But other than that, I mean, we plan on having a lot more sleepovers out there, and it should be a lot of fun. I plan on making a lot of other projects in the woods here on our property, so follow along. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching.